Okay, well, we haven't gone over necessarily. I mean, we hammered out a few things here, but I'll review back over with you. So we are recording that as of this point right here, and so you'll have
Okay.
access to this. And so let me back out of this, Doug, so that I can repeat what we just kind of went through, and I'll do so quickly, but you can watch the video again. What we talked about is that the formatting here, if you copy and paste it from a Word document, you are most likely grabbing cascading style sheets or styles that you are not visible to you, but Word puts into their documents, into their code to make it look pretty, and that type of stuff. And so that's what's happening. When you go here and you want to paste without the styles, what you'd end up doing is going plus, and then the text editor. And again, you can put this in 1 column, 2 column, 3 column. I'm just doing it right here on top of this. And so here, if I just do Control V, let me see what shows up here. If I still have it on my thing, Control V, I probably lost it. Let me grab it back off of here. So I'm going to do Control A, Control C, and then I'm going to hit cancel and get out of this one. So now I'm going to go back and do plus my text editor. I'm going to put it right here above, right after the image here. And then now if I just do it here and I go Control V, it did it basically, because I think we took the code out of it already. That's how it ended up working. But if I
when you say code, what do you mean? What does that mean when you say code?
Okay, well, if I open up a Word document, let me open up a Word document real quick here. You create, and I know on your document you probably have like a bold. It says it's in bold. It says Kingsport Provision or something, right?
Yes, sir. KPT Bootstrap is probably what it says.
Okay, so let me just see if I can grab something here. Okay, so. Okay, so right now to you that looks like plain text, but it's not plain text because it's actually it's Calibri. You know, the font is here, the font size is here. If I make it bold, now it's got additional code. Now to you it just looks like, well, that's bold, and that's the words. But if I copy and paste this, if I copy this, I have copied bold, 11-point font, Calibri style. Does that make sense? And the margins on the page, because here, you know, the margins are one layout, you know, are probably 1-inch margins. You know, you can see right here, 1-inch margin. So if I just highlight and copy, go ahead.
Well, I'm not, Mark, I'm sorry, but I'm not seeing you. I'm not seeing anything change. Are you doing anything at this point?
Are you not seeing my Word document?
I see a text editor box, but
yeah. Okay. And so that's okay. Let me see if I can grab this again. I guess what I would say to you, Doug, is if I go here and then I do bold, are you seeing that? Okay. To you, I just created bold, but there's actually code to make it bold. But you don't see the code, but it is there. And let me just show you as an example. You see this, it says strong.
Yes.
Can you see that, Doug?
Yes.
Okay, so that is code that you don't see right here. To you, it's just bold. But if you look over here, you can see the code. It's got this code. Does that make sense? So
yeah, well, I took some computer programming, but it's been many years ago.
And you don't need to know any of that, Doug. You don't need to know any of it. What I'm saying to you is if you go to a Word document and you copy it, Control C, it's on your clipboard. You understand that? I'm sure you do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So then all you would do, so it's Control C, and I was just in a Word document. I'm going to cancel. Then you would go from the Word document, you would go to your website, you would go here to text editor, and you could place the text editor widget any place you want. And do you remember how to create columns and stuff if you wanted to? If you don't, that's okay. It's okay. Let me just show you this real fast. So I've got the stuff on my clipboard. What you have been doing is you've been pasting it right here. That's causing the issue because it's pasting the code. If you click on the word text, you see this right here? You click on this. Now this changed. You're no longer pasting the visual part. You're going to paste only the text.
Right.
So I go here and I do Control V. And what I've done is I've removed, it wouldn't be bold. It wouldn't be italicized. It's just the plain text. Now, so that's what I took from the Word document. Now I click back here to the visual part, and now I can change this to be bold. I can change this word to be bold, where, boneless chicken breast on sale, bold or a different color. Okay. But when you take it from Word, you're taking code, and you just have to trust me. That's what's happening. But here now, it's totally, let me hit save. So this is what's going to format.
Okay, that makes sense to me now. I mean,
and just let me show you here as an example, because then I'm going to go here plus, and I'm going to create a row. I'm going to create let's say 2 columns. So I put that right here. And then I'm going to take this text editor. I'm going to place it here. And now I've got this column here. I'm going to do plus for adding something. I'm going to go to module. I'm going to go to photo. I'm going to drop the photo in right here. It's the photos. You got lots of nice photos in your media library already. I select photo. I'll do this one just as an example. And again, you do always want to add in alternative text, just 2 or 3 words, Kingsport Meats, Kingsport Best Butcher, probably, I don't know if people are searching for butcher, but you go by that term, use it, but you'd add it here. And then you don't add a caption, but you do want to add a title. So this is almost good, but this 000, you want to clean this up a little bit. You don't want all your images with the same title and 000, it might just be Kingsport Fresh Meats or call for free delivery or whatever you want to put. You don't want a caption usually, but you do want to add just a 1-sentence description. Kingsport Provision Company serving the Tri-Cities. That's enough. You're just giving information to the search engines, and this will help the rank. Go ahead.
So I was just going to ask. So basically, this is just sort of like a index card for the web to pull from, to say, okay, you're looking for this. I've got these right here.
Exactly. And you're making it, that's 100% correct. And no one sees this except the search engines. Now, basically, now where this alternative text could show up is like if somebody, and this is getting more technical, but some people turn off the images, or they're visually impaired and they want it read to them. So, but that for the most part, you should use this, but most people will never see it. Probably 1% of the population will see the words that you type here. But the search engines will see this. The search engines will see the title. The search engines will see the description. If you add a caption, humans may or may not see it depending on some other buttons that we press. Okay. So, and I know we're recording this, so you can play this back again, but do you have other questions regarding it? You gave a great example, the index card. That's exactly what it is. You're giving information to the search engine so they know what it is. If someone's looking for that, you've got it. This is the card. This is the image. This is the page. This is the website. You are
okay. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, okay. I think I've. There would.
So I just hit enter, and then let me show you here. So let me hit save. And so you can see now we created 2 columns. One column is the text editor. One column is this image. It doesn't look so good, So then what I would probably end up doing, I'm going to do this quickly, but you can play this back and have a glass of wine and watch
Yeah.
it 5 times. But what I would think about doing is going here to the plus. I would create a new row. I would probably do, again, just to show you as an example, I'll do again just 2 columns. I'll drop it in here. But this time, and then I'm going to add a new modular widget. But this time I'm going to put the photo on this side. And again, this doesn't look that good. I'm just showing you how to quickly do that.
Sure.
You know, click on
Sure.
this. You want to add alternative text. This title is again, this is what happened here. You only have, this is the same title. That's not helpful, except it's got the number 1. So you want to just add something, you know, best ribs in town, or fresh meat for family picnics, or, you know, ground beef on sale, whatever you want to put. Caption, don't worry about. Description, just 1 or 2, 1 sentence, maybe 2, 1 sentence is fine. And then you click select photo. And you don't need to worry about the rest of the stuff. Usually you can, but you don't need to. And then I'm gonna hit save. So here's the image. Then what I would end up doing here, I'm gonna make this simple on myself. I'm gonna quickly, you may not do it this quickly. I'm gonna show you a shortcut. I'm just gonna make a copy that says duplicate. So I'm gonna click that. It just duplicated that word, the text editor. You can see there's one right here. I scroll down here, here's the second one. You see it? And the only reason why I did that is just because I'm lazy, and I'm just going to show you real quick. I'm just going to drag it over here, and I just paste it right. You see what I did? So I could have done copy paste, but I got lazy. I just clicked quick duplicate and then dragged it over here. Then what I would probably do is I'd go here. I'm going to open up the text editor, and from this part here, Thomas Brothers. I'm going to take this, highlight. I'm going to delete it. Now it ends at Boar's Head Bacon. I'm going to hit save. And I could have cut off a little bit more, but then I'm going to open up this one. And then I'm going to go to right here, Boar's Head Bacon. And trying to remember how I did this here. And then hit save. And again, this was a lazy person's way to do what I just did. But instead of 1 column being real long, and then I created 2 columns, and then I created another 2 columns. I put the image here. Here's the text editor. So did you follow along with me, or did you hang up?
No. So you sort of break it up to make it
visual appealing. Yeah, to make it visual appealing. And like with this much text, you know, you could do 3 columns here, rows, and then you don't want to go too many columns because then it gets smaller on the screen here. But so you can see there's 3 columns here. So again, I'm going to duplicate. And again, you have to keep your head on straight, because if you start duplicating stuff, you have to remember where you cut it off at. But you can see here, I put it here, and then it's still, this one's right here. So I'm going to open this. I'm going to go just underneath the red. Oops. And get rid of the spacing, hit save. So there's 1 column, and then I could, drag this up to here and then open it up. And then go to, I guess, here, pull that up, hit save. So I think you're following what I'm doing, I could duplicate that and have 3 columns, But there's more than one way to do something. But the problem you were having is the formatting, is that you're grabbing code from Word, dropping it in. You need to, again, plus, go to module, go to text editor. If you're going to copy and clean code, or use the image. So you go to text and then paste it here, or what we already discussed was going here, do a photo, and then just drop in your picture of your menu or your prices or your specials or whatever, because it's a photo that you uploaded off your desktop. Okay.
Okay, great.
Question? Okay, I know I spoke quickly, but you can play this back. But did you follow along okay?
Fairly well, I think. I really won't know for sure until I get in trying to do it and saying, but for the most part, and I think I can refer back to the session and be able to pull that out.
Well, and let me show you that. I know you're a smart guy. I mean, we've only interacted a little bit, but I can tell some people, if they're going to be able to pick this up. I'm confident if you spend 45 minutes or an hour, especially if you watch the videos ahead of time, because I'm going to go to you. Are you seeing my screen? I'm going to YouTube. Do you see my screen?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So if you go here and then you type in my name, and then here, that's my funny face here. You click here. Now, I know to you, and then there's, if you click on videos. Now, to you, here's one video. This is a long one. This is 32 minutes. And so again, you might need one glass of wine here. You might need half a glass of wine. And then you've got one more for 10 minutes. So you've got maybe 1 hour of videos that I created for you. This shows you
Yes.
some of the stuff. But if you, because all the websites are very similar in the engine, in the back end, this is made for you. But if you want to learn how to edit, you can see here, edit rows and columns. This shows the lady who owns Wicked Plant Shop how to edit the rows and columns. Or if you want to learn how to do an SEO snippet, you can go here. So they're all very similar in the back end. The content's different, but what you do is very similar.
The building blocks are all the same.
Very, very similar. Because it updates a little bit. 6 months ago it may look slightly different, but they don't just change everything. It might just look slightly different, but you can figure it out by clicking around. Now, the reason why I say all that to you is this is a short session. I don't know how much time we spent right now, but like if you have questions after you play around a little bit, just take some notes. You got 5, 6, 7 questions. Hey, you want to connect online again? Okay, let's go over these questions. I couldn't figure out. I got frustrated. I gave up. How do I do something? And then I quickly show you. It could be recorded, and then you know how to do it. So
great.
Now let me also show you, because again, I'm gonna hit done. This is all. I'm just gonna leave this on your website. So you're gonna have to clean up your website, because again, search engines are going here. And are you seeing my screen? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm going back here. I could have clicked on dashboard. Instead, I clicked the word. Let's see what it's taking us. Now we're back to our dashboard. So there's more than one way to get this to a place. So I'm going to show you here as an example underneath. Let me just see this one thing real fast. I'll make sure I've got this set up properly for you. Yep. One more second. And again, you can play this video back to double check stuff. Here, there's a sitemap, XML sitemap. If you click here, and again, I would suggest, you do this once a month. I do it for my clients on a periodic basis, but it's your website. You can do it, once every 2 weeks, once every month. But right here, you can see the result of the last ping, April 24th. Then if you just click like sitemap, it'll change. Oh, that's today right now. Probably just hit it. Yeah, it just hit it. So what happens is that Google gets notified and Bing gets notified to send a bot. You can see notify Bing, notify Google, and then they send out a spider or a bot. Now, they won't always come right away, and they don't like coming out and you don't change anything. But as you update stuff, you let them know, they'll come back out and re-index your site. So now all of a sudden you're selling, bass and shark and, bison or buffalo, they're not going to know that. The spider's not going to come back out and index it unless you tell them, hey, come back out and re-index my site. They'll re-index it, then they know you're selling bison and shark and buffalo and whatever else. So, this is a helpful tool right here. Now, the other part I'll show you, I'm doing this quickly, but I'm showing you this is money that, this is how you get found. You can move up in the rankings here. But okay, so underneath, normally you're going to pay builder and you're looking at the front end of the website to change it. I already showed you this. You can look on the web videos. This is how you change the front end of the websites. These are the pages that you have. These are also the pages, but this is the back end. So as an example, if you go to the home page, you're going to see the back end. This is what search engines are more likely to see and pick up some of this stuff. And so you can see here, well, right off the bat, again, Doug, we haven't done any of the stuff. You paid me so little for your website. You got what you paid for, to be honest with you. I mean, you pay a little more, you get a lot more. And this is some stuff I'm showing you right now. This will help you. But right here, this page doesn't have a key phrase. So, meats probably would be enough, but that at least lets them, the search engines know this page, the home page, is about meats or gourmet meats or butcher, you go back and change this. Again, you've got the video. The other part that's here is that you can see when search engines they show snippets on on page results, you see a snippet. This is the part it says something. You know what I'm talking about by a search page?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with this tool, again, Doug, this is money, is that you can, again, you can do it, or you can pay me to do it, or you can pay somebody else to do it. A lot of companies will do this for you. They charge a lot of money. If you want to do it, that's great. If you want me to do it, again, I got to charge you something, but it takes a little bit of time, but it helps you. Right now, when search engines do search results, though they may pick up some words that are on your web page, but you have, with this tool that I've installed for you, you have the ability to control the snippet. So again, right here, it says, please provide a meta description. Here's meta description right here. So Kingsport, Best Meats, serves the Tri-Cities, and then you go from there. And you can see this orange line. Are you seeing my screen okay?
Yes.
Okay. So you can see this orange line is going to move across on you, okay? Then you're basically done. It's not going to show any much more. Finish the sentence, you're done talking, But these are words that are going to help the search engines know more about this one page. Now, what I'm going to do is hit update. Again, you've got the video, so you can have your steak, your dinner, your wine, and rewatch this video before you go to sleep. But with that being said, now it's just finished updating. This page now has additional, look at this right here. We've changed the snippet. This is available information. This will help your customers and clients when they do a search, whatever word you put in, seafood, chicken, barbecue, whatever, you decide on different stuff. And this is for the page, the home page. Then you go down here, let's go to services. We're going to run into the same situation. I'm positive.
Oh yeah, because like I said, once I wasn't able to do what I was trying to do along the way, I pretty much threw my hands up and stopped doing anything. So I sort of felt like I ran into a brick wall, and I wasn't advancing, and I couldn't fix my problem.
Yep. And so and to be as frank as possible, again, because I charge you so little, most people, as I said, I usually sell them a 1 hour or a 3 hour block of time for the $120. We use some of it now, then later you have a 15-minute question, later you have a 15-minute video, later, I don't keep a stopwatch and a thing right by my computer, but I can tell if somebody's doing stuff, they're going to learn. I mean, I know it. They're going to be happy. I know it, but if they don't do it, then that's a different story. But here, you're getting some valuable information. This is companies make a lot of money doing what I'm showing you how to do.
Sure. And I knew I was flying economy. So that's another reason I hesitated or basically neglected to even reach out to you, because but again, it was just on me. That was the impetus to get things moving forward. And I have no one to blame but myself.
Well, and people run into delays, all that type of stuff. I think the main thing is going forward, I think you are starting to see what you possibly can do and how this is going to end up helping you. And so with that being said, you can see again on this page, just a key phrase, just one word is enough, 2 words if it's, whatever, and this is about your services. So it might be, butcher services or meat supply or local deli or fresh meats, whatever your key phrase is. And then
so
go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, so once I build a page or build a section on a page, do I have to go to this, or does it?
Okay. Again, you've got the video to play this back, so you don't need to remember all this. It's a great question, but you don't have to remember all of it. Just watch the video again, and you'll oh yeah, now I do remember. Underneath pages, these are all the pages you currently have on your on your website, but this is more for where the search engines are going to see. If you go to Builder, this is that same list. It's the same list.
And I wanted to reorder the layout of the pages, the names.
And so again, that's a different thing, and I'll show you quickly. Again, you'll have the video to play this back, but that's a different issue. This is just showing you what's here in your site. What you're talking about is going under appearance and then menus. See, there's appearance, menus. You can play the video back. You don't have to remember this. Here is where you end up reordering stuff.
Oh,
And then you can make stuff sub menus, you know, okay? And then you just hit
that,
save. Now these are moved to sub menus, and I'll show you what just happened here. Let me hit save again. I'll go here. Yeah, you can see here I messed up your website, your thing. You can see there's only these, and then these are your sub
right.
menus.
Okay. But I tried to move those around, but I wasn't going through the
Again,
process.
yeah. So I understand. It's not something you would just quickly know how to do, but if somebody shows you, man, it makes perfect sense. It's easy enough to do. So again, you can play this video back, but to correct
Right.
this for you, go here, go to. I could just go to. I could have gone to menus right there. There's more than one way to do stuff. Some is quicker and easier than others. So here I go to appearance and then menus. So that was a 3 steps versus 1 step. And then I move these back. And this is out of
And if I
order.
wanted to reorder those, I could just
That's,
drag and drop them
that's what I'm
wherever.
doing. Yep. Do you see me
Okay.
reordering them?
Yes.
Yeah, you just drag and drop it. Just hold your mouse down.
Okay.
And then if you have new pages like here, I saw something here. Here's staff. Well, you don't have staff listed here. So you click here, click add to menu. It's going to show up right here. Here's the page staff. And then you can either leave it on, in the menu or as a sub menu. Does that make sense? And then
Yes.
so I'm gonna leave that there for right now, and then we hit save menu. Now, what I want to show you, because again, there's other videos that show you how to do this very quickly, but you can play this one back. If you go to new and then page, you gotta be patient a second while it loads. It'll depend on your internet and your computer. Add a title. So let's make it Kingsport. Let's have a fun fest, just so because I know it's not going to happen in specials. Okay, so I've just created a page here. Now this is where because I just created the page, you would scroll down, you'd enter in a key phrase, fun fest, and then you add your snippet here. So fun fest, Kingsport, blah blah blah, and then I could just click on Beaver Builder right here. Or I could go ahead and publish it, but I'll go ahead and hit publish first. Make sure this gets locked in. It's loading. Just wait 1 second. Okay. And then I can go here and click Beaver Builder, or I can go here and go to Fun Fest, the Kingsport Fun Fest. I'll just go ahead and click here for Beaver Builder. It's the same thing. It gets you to the same place. Wait for it to load. Now here, this is here. And so my header is here. My navigation bar is going to stay the same. You don't edit that from here. Again, there's a different video that shows you how to edit your header and your footer. You do not do it from the software that I just showed you. And so here, and then I can go to templates, and then it lets me go to, let me move this over, content page, and I'll just scroll down. I'll just kind of, this isn't a great example. I just click this here. And so this gets dropped in, and then I can edit this from here. The page gets dropped in. Now, again, the footer did not change. The header did not change, but the center body part of the web page, I can then go ahead and change. Did you follow me on all that?
Yeah, fairly much, I think, yes.
Okay. Well, and then let me hit done, and let me hit publish. And this is where I started, where I got distracted was I was showing you the menu. So I'm going to go back here to menus. And again, it's right now, it's not hyperlinked anywhere. That page exists, but there's no way to get to it because it's not hyperlinked anywhere. So I can see it's right here in your website. Click here, click add to menu. And now it shows up in your menu. I'm going to hit save menu. And wait for it loads. Take 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Okay, now it's already there. I can see it right here, there. But then another way I could have done it, if I go to the home page, and then I open it by going to Builder. So I'll just wait 1 second while it opens it. And I'm just going to go to this text editor. And then it says, we are open. So I'm just going to highlight this. I'm going to hyperlink. And so it was Fun Fest. See if this shows up. Kingsport Fun Fest to the page. You see it showed up?
Mm-hmm.
Hit here. And now if I hit save, now this is hyperlinked to go to that other, to go to the Fun Fest page. Now, why would you do that? Because we have great steaks and ground beef on sale, but you're on the seafood page. And then you have another page and it's your daily specials. And then you want to, they see all of our beef, great prices on beef. They would click the words and they would hyperlink and go to the other page. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So what's that? That's called cross-linking. And that's helpful for search engines if you add cross-linking on your website, because it gets clients, people, visitors to quickly be able to get back and forth to information on your website to find what they're looking for. You're being very user-friendly. So, if you have your beef linked to your beef pages and your seafood hyperlinked to your seafood pages, that's friendly. I'm doing a lot of talking, Doug.
Yes.
Do you
I
have
appreciate
questions or thoughts or?
Well, no. They usually crop up when I'm in the middle of trying to do something because,
Yep.
but at this point, I mean, yeah, there's, as I said before, your videos are chock full of information. It
just takes a little time to actually start
absorbing
to
it.
do it.
Yes. Yeah.
What you might want to do, Doug, and I don't know if if your screen, if it's large enough, you can do a split screen. And so sometimes, if you're watching the video, or shrink it down, but sometimes you may watch the video and be doing the work or listening, and then, doing the work and then listening, and then pop it open when something is more interesting, or have it play on your phone, but anyway, so I know it can be overwhelming, but you don't need to know everything. You just need to know what you want to know how to do. And I can help you. If you have a list of questions, I'll help you.
All right, great.
Other questions or thoughts for today?
Well, let me refer to the email that, where are we here? Hang on. Wait a minute. Oh. 2 minutes. No. Where is the email where I posted the 3 things? I think there were 3 or 4 things that there it is, I think. No. Again, the thing that was sort of my brick wall was trying to get our prices up on the page, and I really was hesitant to direct anybody to it or to refer to it because it wasn't presentable, and so it was all on me because it wasn't presentable, and I understand that, and but could you take that FunFest thing, or can am I able to go in and take that out?
Well,
when I was signing on,
I'm going to do it to show you. So this way, again, if you don't mind watching the video again, I'm going to do it to show you again how quick and easy it is to do some stuff. And really, repetition is a key to learning. So it's fine that sometimes
Sure.
you have to see something or do it a couple times before you learn. I mean, you couldn't cut
that's
meat.
how I learned. That's how I learn best, by doing. So
yeah, and so let me just show you real quick here. So here I am. I go to here and go to menus. Or I can click here, my dashboard's going to open, or I could have clicked dashboard. Here I am here under appearance and menus. Again, I was showing you there's more than one way to get to the menus. Here's the menu.
Like going to the store, there's more than one way to get there.
Exactly. That's exactly correct. And so here, this is here. So here, I'm just going to click here and then remove. I just did a drop down. And then staff, I know you don't want that on there. At least I don't think you do.
No, at this point.
And then you've got these other ones here. Now you can change these order around. You want to change it right now? Home. about? How do you want to do this?
Was it was home, about wholesale prices, products, photos. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But at this point now, I know how to get in and do what I was trying to do, but
Yep.
I didn't know what I didn't know.
Okay, so I'm going to save menus. That menu saved. It's saving it right now. And then again, you can add as many pages as you want, and then you don't have to have all the pages in your menu. You just then start to hyperlink them. So if you start doing some different specials or other things, you don't necessarily want to add all the things off of here. But as I said to you before, the cross-linking and hyperlinking will allow you to create more pages, great content, and it'll just be hyperlinked from different pages.
Great.
Doug, any other questions or thoughts? Or
No, sir, not at this point. Those were the main things and my main stops to keep me from trying to get the page set up properly. But yeah, that pretty much resolves my main issues. And I know there's a lot that I don't know, but I don't know until I'm confronted with it that I don't know it yet. But
well,
you've given me a lot to work off of,
great.
and I feel better about moving forward.
Okay. Well, let me share one other thing with you. I'm gonna change the invoice. I'm gonna add in our 3-hour block of time. I'll send that to you, and then I'd appreciate you. Even if you put down, all of it or most of it or some of it, whatever the case may be. But just to get us at least caught up here for a bit. The other thing I was going to mention to you is after I get your payment, I'll reconnect with you, and I'm going to share with you some valuable stuff that you'll be very impressed with. It'll help you tremendously. I want to get,
All right,
get a little bit of cash in here, but some of the best stuff I'm going to show you, it's yet to be seen. But you will see it, you will understand it, and you will be grateful because it'll definitely help.
Okay. Well, could you? Your bills are going to the Kingsport Provision web address, and that's I don't use that. It's used for the receiving stuff from customers and suppliers and such.
Okay.
So if you would send it to the Kingsport or Doug and FLA at Gmail, like I said, I use that for our
okay,
for the website.
To the Gmail account. I'll definitely do that.
All right, great. Well,
Doug, I appreciate it, and I look forward to talking to you again. But again, put your list together, and then we can reconnect after you have a little chance to play around. And I think you're going to do great with this. I think you're going to make great progress.
Well, I feel much better now. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Doug. Have a great rest of your day.
All right, thank you.
Stop sharing. I'll shut this off here in a second. Take care.
All right, bye-bye. Thank you.
And I'll upload this to YouTube also.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Mark.
Take care. Bye, Doug.